Hey girls, so I haven't been able to post in a while. I just wasn't feeling well first, and then when I finally was, I started trying a higher potency of retinol, which I was pretty much already used to, but I guess since I went with a stronger one, I still had to go slow, and I didn't. So I'm not gonna wait another week for my face to like calm down, because I really can't put any foundation or anything. I'm just putting just something to recover and repair my barrier, because really kind of like burned certain areas. So that's why I'm like far away so you can see it. But if I apply foundation, it'll look like really patchy, and some areas around here got really crepey, so it's gonna look horrible on the actual picture itself, on the camera itself. So what I'm gonna do, because I can't wait to be putting makeup on, it's been way too long, is I'm gonna do just a video of just eyes. So I'll just cover myself, and then I'll just do eyes. Maybe I should put the mask, like a mask on, like a face mask, and then I can just pretend that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But that way at least we get to do a little something. Alright, so let's see how it goes, girls. I'm just gonna be like showing the eyes, so that way you won't see my really bad face. It's kind of like a chemical burn, I guess, kind of chemical peel, where it just looks really red and irritated, and well, you guys saw, I showed you. But I am going to do a look from Makeup Geek. This is one of the build your own palettes, and I love it because you can pick whatever color you want and you make your own palette with it. So these are the colors I chose. A lot of like warm berries. Actually don't look as warm on camera, but they are like really nice warm colors, except these two here are shimmers. As you can see, that one looks like crazy shimmering. So let's see what we're gonna do. Let's kind of go with one of the neutrally shades, and just kind of go where you're gonna define right under the collarbone, just to kind of define the way your shadow is gonna go. And you want to go back and forth, just back and forth, and then you do round and round in, just so it's spaced out well. This really nice brush. Being the dorky one that went too crazy with active ingredients. So the thing is, like, I'm already kind of, I was building up my tolerance to the retinol, and I went, it was my face was handling it fine, and so then at that point I was like, okay, I'm gonna go up to a higher percentage. I should be ready, which, usually, even if you do go to a higher percentage of any active, you still want to be careful and maybe start every other day, but then of course, just trying to be little by little. But since I was like, well, I already built up completely to the previous one, I'm just gonna go the same way as if I was on the previous retinol, which was a 2. It's weird because it was a retinoid and then I went to a retinol. So anyway, it's just a little bit darker. So when I got my new retinol, I was like, all right, cool. And I applied it all over my face and just went in like a regular amount, as I normally would have with a smaller percentage, which I should have known better. And it went fine the first day, especially another thing is I did it really also also did my eyes, like under my eyes. And like if I show you really closely, you could see it, but it was a lot worse. Right now it's actually gotten a lot better. But, you know, I went all in. And then the second night, I put it on again. So I should have at least let it rest, and I didn't. Now let's go with this more berry. And so when I woke up the third morning, I was like, oh, holy hell, what in the world is going on? There was, like, I had a lot of, my face was red, first of all, but I had a lot of areas that were just very irritated and kind of crepey. Like I had never seen my skin like that, and I almost wanted to cry. I was like, oh, what did I do? And so it was especially like the areas under the eye, because that's the thinnest layer that you have on your skin. So I should have known better and stayed away from that at first, or put a very tiny amount, but I didn't. So yeah, it was pretty bad. It's like so anyway, yeah, it was just really bad. There was a section right under, like where my smile lines are, that was peeling also. So when that happens, really the best thing to do is just let your face rest. You really just need to leave it alone, and not apply any products whatsoever for, you know, at least to help it within at least the first week. So right now I'm just going with a lighter color, and I'm just gonna so it blends in seamlessly. And, you know, don't even look at my brows. I haven't done anything to anything. But anyway, so yeah, so I didn't wear any makeup at all, and I went ahead and bought just really you need to try to not even wash your face at all if you possibly can, because even just washing your face can strip your skin, and it's already definitely damaged. So you need to repair your dermatitis, your first layer of skin. So what I did was I just got a very very basic, simple and sensitive type cleanser, which usually is recommended by doctors when you have, you know, either sensitivities or you have some kind of, you know, chemical peel or anything that would have created any problems like that. So I bought that. What in the world did I dip that in? So I did that, and just washing my face once a day, very very softly with that CeraVe is what I used. And I ordered I don't know if you all have heard of Crave Beauty. Oh, I love them. They have very simple ingredients, very simple products out of just a few ingredients. It's like no bullshit. It's not about, you know, looking pretty and just having a million things on there. It's just very very simple. And specifically, one of their products they have is called Barrier Relief, or Great Barrier Relief. And I've heard of this from a lot of dermatologists and estheticians, how great this is to build up your barrier that's damaged, and that way you can go. So yeah, I've heard wonderful things about it. And so what I did is just add a little bit of the shimmer right here in the middle with my finger. And anyway, so you know, everybody raves about this product whenever you have some kind of issue with your skin that is really needing some loving, then it's really good to use and just help your skin barrier. So I did order that. It does usually take a little bit long. It's a K-Beauty product, so they actually ship internationally, I believe. So I knew I wasn't gonna get it right away. I'm gonna do like a little, maybe a halo type look here. And so in the meantime, before I got the Great Barrier Relief from Crave, I went ahead and bought some CeraVe cream. This one here, which, you know, is what dermatologists also recommend when you have a irritation or something of the sort and you're just trying to repair your skin. And I was using that for almost, I guess, a week, and it really has helped. Like it's almost back to normal, almost, but there are still parts that are still you could tell, like if I put foundation, you would be able to see dry patches because they're, you know, still, obviously there's a little bit still in there that's dry and flaky. If you blend around that area, it'll basically flake. We definitely don't want that. So I'm not gonna do under my eyes today, which is gonna be really weird because I always do. I'm afraid if I do that, it's gonna hurt the area right here under, which you can't see too well, but it is sensitive. So I'm not going to go in there and mess with it. I mean, obviously when I wash my face, I'll just mainly use a makeup remover for my eyes that doesn't touch the rest of my face, and then I'll use my just very gentle wash that I got, cleanse and wash. So yeah, that's what has been going on. I just really wanted to, I was trying to just put at least some makeup on and maybe talk a little bit and let you guys know why I hadn't been putting out videos or pictures. It's just been kind of crazy, not only with my whole skin thing, but I had a really bad just health wise wasn't that great. So that looks really pretty. It has a very pretty shimmer, that color there. I'm gonna darken a little bit on the end, give it a little halo look, just a little dark on the outer and inner edges, and right there just a little dark, and just patting it, not blending it so we don't mess up the color. There you go, and see how pretty that shimmer looks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I'll do those off camera, and at least it's something, right? So one thing I did want to mention is I got this Pat McGrath pencil, and I honestly, this was my first Pat McGrath purchase. This is a couple of things I ordered because they were on sale, because you guys know they're very expensive. But oh my god, this pencil, guys, this pencil is it just leaves instantly nice black without at all having to skip. It's so creamy, so creamy, and it just stays. It just stays all day, even on the waterline, which is kind of weird to see. So yeah, just a little mascara. I'm not putting on a lot like I usually would. I'm not gonna do waterproof either. I'm just doing a very simple coat because since I'm afraid of washing my face or anything to land the makeup to go down on my face when I wash it, even though try washing it separately, it's still probably gonna go in there, so I don't want to do that. So sorry, I'm just trying to clean up here a little bit because any got smeared. And look at me, I can't stand it. Like I have to, like I want to put eyeshadow under. You guys know me, I love my eyeshadow going. So yeah, I mean this is the Makeup Geek. So as you can see, I already dirtied it. It's real pretty because it has like its little mirror, but it's so cute. Come on, isn't it? It's like a really nice, and it came separately to where the case came separately with these magnetic little eyeshadows pans. Like this one's called Give Me the Dirt. It's like a really nice brownish pink mauve, like a really nice. And then there's, I'll take them out here for you since we're not doing much. Berry Shady, love that one. That's the one I have here on the top, this one here. And then Vintage is the one that I used. This one, the one that I used to neutralize everything. And Blushing Beauty, which is a really pretty light dusty rose. And then the shimmers, this is called Whimsical. How pretty that shines. And that's the one I have here in the middle. And then there's this one, which is a shimmer also. It's called Shimmer Shimmer. Shimmer Shimmer. And a Daydreamer. This one's pretty too. I bet that's gonna look really pretty when I use it with the purple. So you could also arrange how you wanna have the color story. So I thought that was super cool. So, I mean, not much done. Okay, so not much done, but at least I did a little bit of eyes and just a lighter toned down look, since I don't want to do something really bold that might take a while to take off and then end up getting all over my face and having my face upset with me again. So seriously guys, be careful when you do your actives and you use anything that's, you know, strong, not just retinol, but there's so many out there actives that can, you know, that can happen with. So definitely be careful with that. So there is the eye look, very soft, nothing crazy. I didn't even do a crazy wing. I didn't even want to do like liquid eyeliner. Just wanted to be really simple. It's at least just with that I feel like I'm using makeup at least. So yeah, it's all right. Something is something. And it was no way that I was going to be able to be on camera with the way it looked before. So I think that's good for the first time in, God, it's been almost 2 weeks. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. But it actually doesn't pick up the color as well on camera, because I can actually see it looks a lot darker in person, closer to what the pan is. But about Makeup Geek, it was the first time I tried it, and I definitely it was worth it. It's not very expensive. They have pans that are already, you know, full with their color stories, but I really love the custom palette, because that way I could just pick whatever color I wanted. They blend like a dream. They have a lot of pigment. There is not a lot of fallout either, so that is great as well. And you know, I can always just change them around to kind of. So yeah, so that's you know, everything about Makeup Geek. If you guys are interested, go ahead and look them up. They blend beautifully, they have pigment. And no, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting anything out of showing you the Makeup Geek. I bought it with my own money, but it is so beautiful. And the fact that you can customize your palettes, I loved that. But you guys can check out the different palettes they have in their color stories as well. But in the meantime, give them a try. They're really good. They're not very expensive. They really are a decent price. So hopefully in a few days my face will be back to normal again, and with a great barrier from Crave, which is a miraculous product. It should really help my barrier and help that just get repaired, where I can actually now start, you know, using my own my foundation and so forth. So it's good to finally just put a little bit of something on and get to talk to you guys a little. So bye bye, love you guys.